What's going on there, YouTube?
What's up out there, you?
SCL0320.
Joe Johnson 030.
We are back for a non-spoiler review for
we're back
The
for
Walking
Walking Dead. You know
episode 14 of the 6th season.
What is this one called?
Twice as Far.
Twice as Far.
So what did we think about this episode? I think we're going to actually be really brief with this, and we might try to go a little bit more details in the spoiler review. What did we think about this episode?
I think it was kind of patchy. Yeah, I think it was kind of patchy. Reason being because I feel like there's definitely some gaps. Not only just from the last episode that we watched, but in this episode itself, a lot goes down, but they don't address a couple of things that I've actually wondered about while watching this episode.
Yeah, because one of the things that happened last, I mean, it was a lot. I mean, you saw, Morgan working on the whatever metal thing. We had to get us addressed. You see the dynamics of the group even shift, and even like progression of Abraham. But it was like there's a lot of holes in this episode. Like for one, Tara and I forgot the name guy, Heath, were supposed to be going out on a scouting trip. That never gets addressed. That never gets talked about or anything. And the episode really centers around Denise, Daryl, and Rosita, which is fine. But it was like the gaps in between, it felt like there was stuff that was missing that merged the sequences together. Matter of fact, there's a shocking moment that happens. But it was two different things. It shocked me and made me sad. But at the same time, like the build-up was not right for me personally, because two of the characters, specifically Eugene and Denise, they were kind of trying to prove themselves for whatever reason. I don't understand. It could have been like Rich's speech, could have been the amount of deaths and stuff that's happened, but for whatever the point, this episode they tried to prove themselves, and it kind of took me out of the element of the episode. Not just that, even towards the end of the episode, it just kind of just like ends. And I know that there's some kind of symbolicism behind it, but it's something I'm missing. I really don't know what to tell y'all. And that's really all I can say about it, because I don't know how to grade this. Because I feel like there are some impactful moments. There are some moments that really make me sad more than anything. And I don't know that any character went in progression and development standpoint other than Rosita and Abraham, and that's about it. Everybody else are stagnant. As a matter of fact, they are in a worse position than they were before. What was some of the stuff you could think of? Because I don't have anything else more to say about it.
I mean, I was kind of confused as well, especially about Carol's character. And kind of the actions that she took.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really see a true motive for, I can, but at the same time, it's like, it's not a good enough motive to me. You know what I'm saying?
They didn't spend enough time with her character for me to understand.
Yeah.
Or get it. And specifically, just how bad her and Maggie went down last episode.
Yeah. So.
Regardless of her, dealing with the concept of killing things or not anymore, it's like the decisions that people were making didn't make sense. It was like, this was truly a filler episode, but there are things that happen. Matter of fact, there's a villain that comes back in this episode that he really finally looks like the villain of the comics. And I don't even understand how that happened. But anyway, for this episode, this is going to be a lower rating. I'd hate to do this on my birthday, of all days, to give something a low rating. But I'll probably give this one 7 out of 10. I don't even know if I give it that high, because there's a lot of things that I don't understand. And the only reason I'm giving it that high of a grade, personally, is because of the shock factor and the execution of the shock factor. Because it just kind of came out of nowhere. But it didn't need to happen. I think that's the thing. And there's a lot of gaping holes. But what would you give this episode number?
I give 6.
6 out of 10. Yeah, this is definitely, to me, the weakest of any episode this season. We're going to go into a little bit of spoilers real quick, and then we're going to try to prepare for a live discussion that's about to come up. So keep it locked. JVS, we ain't going to stop. I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.